the NBA Finals. Is that ridiculous?
Okay, so look, let me couch this. I do think it's ridiculous. I'm not going to completely rule it out. I don't know that Jimmy Butler moves the needle in the way the Warriors need the needle to be moved.
Easy
However,
for you to say.
One thing I will say is I trust Stephen Curry. And I think the urgency of this moment currently with the Warriors, if something spectacular and historic happened, I'd be fascinated. But right now in the net, they're not really impressive. It's 0.3. Their last championship run, they were plus 5.5.
Okay, how about SGA? MVP, is that ridiculous?
No, it is not. This is probably going to be facts. I mean, come on, y'all. 32.5 points, 5.5 rebounds, 6.1 assists on 52% from the field. Not to mention, I just brought up the net when it came to the Warriors. Those guys are practically 13 points in the net. Like, they're the highest net rated team. Like, the differential is crazy. They have been able to be tremendously successful, and it is largely because of the play of this guy. His efficiency, to me, in terms of what he does, is the thing that really jumps off the track at his size.
Okay, Monica, how about the Mavs trade for AD? Is that already a disaster? Is that, Lewis, ridiculous?
I'm going to go.
Emotion.
I know this is a little too personal for you, VP. I'm going to go with this one being ridiculous because hold on, man. I continue to say I am not one who jumps up and down in the first year of teams bringing stars together, especially with less than 30 games to go. Mm-hmm. I know he's hurt, but it's not just about AD being hurt. There's if you look at the injury report from the last game before All-Star break, there's 6 players on it for various reasons. It's not just AD that's hurt. I think you got to give this some time. So what they do with Dallas Barbecue, you got to let it smoke, simmer. Give it a
let
chance.
Let it simmer.
Give it a chance.
How about, look, we bring Harry in here.
No.
We bring Harry in.
You're in. I tagged you in.
Let's stay with this, though. Is the Mavericks trade already a failure?
How could it possibly be a failure? How many players did they play? 3?
Well,
can you? I'm with Monica. Give it time. You have to see it play out before you start calling something an absolute failure. There's no absolute here. Anthony Davis is not 40 years old at the end of his career. This is not Kwame Brown for Pau Gasol. This is a really good player who probably fits with Kyrie and the way they want to play a lot better.
But
and they don't have to pay him
$350
$350 million.
Championship. The man's hurt. He played 2 quarters.
Okay, again, is this his last season, or is he going to be back next year?
Got hurt.
There's no way this is a failure.
Right now, though.
Yes.
We talk about the duration of what Anthony Davis' contract is currently right now, how it's constructed. But when I looked at this team, when they went and played the Houston Rockets in that first game, and AD and Max Christie combined for 49 points, I said, whoo. I basically had right then and there the Dallas Mavericks going to the Western Conference Finals.
Mm-hmm. That was 2 quarters of that game. That was 2 quarters of the game.
But they were really good quarters.
I love Anthony Davis. You know that. I love Anthony Davis. But you guys always tell me your best ability is availability.
Yep.
He's never available. His nickname was Street Clothes.
Yeah,
you made a trade for a man, and he gave you a double-double in 2 quarters and got hurt. And now you don't even know when he's coming back.
That's true. And yes, you're dealing with that.
And you got rid of a generational talent, a 25-year-old.
Hey, I got a headache. Can you stop
who
yelling?
has been one of the best.
I want to hear the front office perspective
It's got to
on
be
this.
available. You got to be.
Hey, but that-
I saw that game too, and I was like, oh, AD's lighting it up.
He said, I'm here.
And then I saw him go like this, and then I was like, there it is.
He went
There
from I'm here to I'm hurt.
But here's the thing. The moral of the story is that you cannot decide who won and who lost the trade. We're not even 2 weeks post the trade right now.
You got to see it.
You got to let it simmer.
On paper, like I said, and what Monica said is also something you can't ignore. All their bigs are hurt. Lively and Gafford are big pieces in this. Davis gets to play the 4, not the 5, which he doesn't like to play. When he's been healthy, the Lakers got to Western Conference Finals. They won a championship in the bubble. They have shown you that they can do great things with him. And with Kyrie and him, they have a better chance to win a championship than they would have with Kyrie and Luka.
I just want to point out, your boy AD played 76 games last year.
Yes.
Never available, he said.
That was last year.
Hey,
What we're talking about for this.
Trades are based on future,
Yes.
right? Like, I'm just saying,
Yes.
he's been available. He's
Yes.
growing in that category. You sweat. Somebody get
I'm just saying, AD has averaged 61 games a year in his career. Luka basically 70.
Right.
So he played. This is abnormal for Luka to be out this long with that calf.
But is that a trend starting to become a concern? That's what the Mavericks felt.
But it's been only the first year. How can you say a trend?
You want to get ahead of a trend like that because $350 million is a lot of money to pay a guy who's trending in the wrong direction.
You don't get healthier as you get older
Exactly.
either.
I'm just saying.
Usa.
Just let you know.
Davis has shown
You don't get healthier as you get older. Just so you know, as you get older, you get hurt more.
Get out of here.
Exactly.
There's two ways to go, the easy way or the hard way.
This is the one-
And the
I will
easy
say
way
this
would have
for
been to
the
give him the
Mavs.
money and then let it just happen.
Kyrie Irving, just hold the fort down right now.
I was going there, too.
Don't be knocked out of the play-in situation. Hold the fort down, Klay Thompson, Spencer Dinwiddie, so you can get to the playoffs when guys are back healthy.
Everybody settle down. This is going to be all right.
By the way, can I get some pit or not?
So, I believe the first part of this one. I don't believe necessarily the latter part. I'm not sure that they're tripping over chasing down that #1 seed, but I do think that there's an uptick coming as they prepare for the postseason. I mean, this is the experience of this group. They have looked a little less than focused at points this season, but I do think that Joe Mazzulla is going to have this group gearing up.
Okay, Alan, are the Celtics the best team in the Eastern Conference right now?
Absolutely they are. And it's because they have all their weapons. They have a good bench. They have the experience now of winning a championship, which for them was the important piece, that they can get over the hump, that they could prove they could do it, which was the only thing that was chasing this group around. They're batting the bunny right now during the regular season. It's what we see sometimes from defending champs. But when it comes down to it, if they get the 2 seed, do they care in the conference finals if they play the Cavs, that they have to be on the road for a game? Absolutely not.
Okay, Alan.
Adding the bunny?
I know. How about that? I hadn't heard that one. Alan, what about the Sixers? Do they need a franchise reset? Believe it or not.
I mean, seriously, like this, in Philadelphia, they've got to hope that that meteor hits sooner rather than later. With all that they have invested in Embiid and in Paul George, they got to blow this thing up. They can't, though. They got over $300 million over the next 3 years, not in this year, over the next 3 years, invested in 2 players that they can't keep on the court. And one of them in Joel Embiid that has decided that he's going to do what he wants to do, which includes playing in the – how they let him play in the Olympics makes no sense whatsoever, that he shows up out of shape and he can't play during the regular season because he wanted to play in the Olympics. They've got problems there that they can't solve. What?
Go ahead.
Oh, where's the lie?
No.
Where's the lie?
There is no lie. Honest to God, I have a headache this morning over some other things, but this is just taking it to another level. But there's no lie. The Paul George deal is what, $162 million, and he'll be 35.
It's not great.
35 through 37.
Yes. A player option at 37, which you know he's going to take the option.
Our friend Jeff Saturday, if I could just channel him, believe it. Okay. What are the options though, right? Like, yeah, everybody's like detonate, destruct.
It's Maxi's team, but it can't be Maxi's team with Joel Embiid there. And, you know, again, with him around, you always have the specter of, hey, if he can just stay healthy. But, of course, we all know that you can never finish that sentence because he's never there.
Especially when you talk about playoff time. Finally, Monica, how about the Cavs?
Extra dig, VC.
Are they legit title contenders, believe it or not?
Hey, yes, people, pay attention to the Cleveland Cavaliers as a team. Shout out to Himbo for this stat. As a team, they are flirting with 50-40 on their splits. 49.3 from the field, 39.3 from the three-point line. They are a well-oiled machine. They both defend with those Twin Towers. Jared Allen, you can make the case that he also should have been an all-star with the other 3 teammates that made it there. They defend and they score at a high level. Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, pick whoever you want in terms of having an all-star breakout sort of caliber season, but Kenny Atkinson is stirring the drink just so. They are a legitimate threat.
Well, because you guys are so familiar with the Knicks, I want you guys to take a look at something. Cindy, if you can bring up B33.
Cindy, Cindy get
no. Cindy, no B33.
Yes.
We don't need to. It's too early for this.
You talk about Eastern Conference contenders, but they got to start proving themselves against the best team. They are 0-5 against the top 3 teams in the NBA. I'm talking Celtics, Thunder, and Cavs. They're going to get tested right away after the break because they play Cleveland on Friday. They got Boston on Sunday. So I guess the question here is, Monica, what must the Knicks prove to everyone to be considered contenders?
Man, so the offense is high-powered, right? Second-ranked offense in the league, Karl Anthony Towns, and I am not one who usually is putting pressure on years when a team, the first year when a team adds a superstar. But this offense has just been fantastic. Defensively, they've got to grow. Now, part of that starts with them getting healthy. Mitchell, OG Anunoby obviously had an injury prior to the All-Star break, so he's got to get healthy as well. But the numbers in terms of when you talk about champions in the NBA, there's only been like 3 times where a team outside of the top 10 in terms of defensive efficiency eventually go on to become the champion. So the defense has some room to grow, but I do think step one, Han, is them getting healthy in terms of that.
I can jump off that because, you're putting a lot of anticipation on one player, Mitchell Robinson, who's had a hard time staying healthy. But when he is healthy, he could be a difference maker. To say, though, that their championship aspirations rest with him, it's saying a lot. Now, this is a high-efficiency offense, like you mentioned. They have a defensive-minded coach. You would think they could figure it out if they do get healthy. But here's your problem, matchup-wise, as we talked about. They have struggled against these teams. The Knicks are 30th in the league in defending the three. The Celtics, that's what they do. So there's one problem. The Cavaliers run pick and roll more than any other team in the league. No one runs pick and roll. Like the Knicks are the one team that faces pick and roll more than any other team in the league, and they're not very good at it. That's the Cavaliers. That's what they do best. So their weaknesses against the top two teams in the East strengths is a bad matchup for them.
Yeah.
And the only way to fix it is personnel-wise. Can Mitchell Robinson make that much of a difference? I feel like that's a lot to put on a guy that is just trying to get back on the court. And that's the problem. Anunoby and his defense, Bridges, the two wings, they call them Wingstop here in New York, they have been really good at both ends of the floor. But that guy right there you're watching, and Mitchell Robinson, who can defend at three and help Karl-Anthony Towns out, that's important because for Karl-Anthony Towns, he was on a number one defense in Minnesota with Rudy Gobert as his center. Can they replicate that in New York? That's asking a lot.
Give you a final word, Monica, when you talk about that.
Han covered it.
No, because it sounds like he's talking
retweet.
about Cat being the alpha. You think Cat needs to be the alpha?
No, I don't, and I get it. Shout out to our terrific producers who work very hard in the show, but
niggas gotta do something, YouTube. Boy, damn. Chillin', man. I ain't going nowhere, but chillin' right now, nigga. I got pajamas on. Look what I got. Ugh. Listen. YouTube is on easy mode. Whoever the fuck said that should be shot. YouTube is not on easy mode. But I'm gonna say it's on medium. Cause the shit ain't really hard, you feel me? Like, all you gotta do is start. First, you gotta have vision. You gotta have vision of what you wanna do, where you wanna go, what you wanna say. If you got a vision, then the next thing you gotta do is start. But first, how can I start? Well, one, you gotta cut out all distractions. You gotta get your ass off the couch. And you gotta do this shit, trust me. I'm a victim of Netflix, porn. Nah, I don't watch porn like that, but Netflix, even sports, football, basketball. You gotta get your ass up and do this shit. Like, everybody have ideas running through their head all day of what they should do, but the difference of the successful people and people that's not successful is the people that's doing this shit, taking action on it, man. You gotta take action. All day I've been thinking like, yo, I gotta shoot a YouTube video. Matter of fact, all week, and I ain't shot shit, but so I said today, man, I'm gonna shoot a damn YouTube video, man. I'm just, if y'all wonder where the dope hat come from, it's from High Hands Himmer. You know what I'm saying? Check him out on the gram. It's got a little doggy bone on here, but I just put a little fur on, a little meat on and shit, cause shit. I got my pajamas on, but just feel like being fly on the camera and shit while I count some money. But the point is though, YouTube is making people a lot of money. And so I know YouTube works. Let me tell you how I know YouTube works. About 2 months ago, I started a faceless YouTube channel. Just uploading shorts, just off of shorts. I gained like 15,000 subscribers in 2 months. 2 months. Two of my videos were 3 of them. One of them went viral, it had like 5 million views. The other one had like 2 million views. The other one had like 1 million views. And each one of them got me like 3,000 subscribers. So, motherfucking, And all I did was I posted like 3 shorts a day. But how you do it is you just use a tool. I use a tool called, I'm gonna tell you, it's called Publer, P-U-B-L-E-R. Type in Publer and Google and it'll come up. So I use that to schedule my YouTube video content, but where I messed up at is I was just taking the lazy way. Like I was just reposting the videos, not like reposting other people's videos, not doing anything to it. So you gotta change something about the video to make it yours. So I end up, my channel ended up getting taken down, but every day, every 2 days, I would gain 100 subscribers, 200 subscribers. Like, so I know consistency, it plays a big factor, and the content that you upload, it's got to be something that people are looking for, something that's trending. I was posting the latest trending celebrity news. That's what I was doing. I'll tell you, I don't give a fuck. I was posting the latest celebrity news. Motherfucking and shit. That joint took off. So when my channel got taken down, I said this time around, I'm gonna do things. I'm gonna make original content. I'm still gonna do faceless YouTube channels. You know, I'm doing one now. I'm still gonna do that because I just see the YouTube algorithm will reward you. So anybody out there thinking about starting YouTube, go ahead and do it. It's waiting on you. All you gotta do is stick to it. Put a number in your head how many videos you wanna upload. Let's say, I say 30 videos. Upload 30 videos, see what happens. Like, I guarantee you, you're gonna like the results. Because all it takes is consistency in the content that you choose. But the main thing it takes is your ass getting up and taking action. Trust me. Trust me, like, you know, did I make this off of YouTube? Hell nah, but I'm still doing YouTube. I made some of it off of YouTube, you know what I'm saying? But YouTube is the way to go, man. Like, don't miss out while this algorithm is rewarding you. Take advantage of it. Like, just post anything. I mean, post what's trending, but main thing is just feed the algorithms lots of content, lots of uploads. Like me and my wife, we making videos, so I'm uploading that. I'm gonna be uploading a lot of